Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. Today we've got a battle in the Hoosier State, and I'm sure battle lines will be drawn from South Bend to Evansville. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Indiana's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back and a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slips away. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. New set of downs after that completion. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but I got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Might be looking to run. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He'll keep it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Used the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. Brings it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The popular catchphrase for quarterbacks is extending the play. The defense cut off the extension.
Yeah, and the defense just kept coming. You know, one guy missed, two guys missed. It doesn't matter. That's the sign of a really good defense. The guys that swarm to the football, and you look on tape and you're like, are they playing with 11? Or they have 12 or 13 because they play so fast. Great job continuing to hunt the football.
On second down, looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too.
The expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Dances away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Irish!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. Fires downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Discards a man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
And the quarterback caught up to and and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. Just steamrolling his way through. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smashes through. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The back goes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This is a 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. This time he's got it. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Looking for space to the left. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, Indiana, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off the play fake on 1st down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Quick spin on the run. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the grab close to the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Release to the back. Completes it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Hand off from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. It's complete on the right side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. They'll try to pick up the first. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. When they wanted a touchdown last time, this drive, they can go make it happen.
Makes the grab on 3rd. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. California is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Skips away from pressure. At the 45, on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. After run, now throw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th. Fires toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.